Bitch, I am loud, live, and in motherfucking colors. Like hell no. No, no, no. Yada, yada, yada. Like hell no. No, no, no. What we gonna be talking about, girl? Like hell no. No, no, no. I am a random motherfucker, okay? So
parental discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your sister from another Mr. Thick Chick Vlogs, and yes, we are back on this very, very gloomy Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. Whenever you get a chance to watch this video, we are here, girl. It's very, very gloomy here in Alabama. I don't know where you are in your neck of the woods, but here in Alabama, it's very, very gloomy. I have some exciting news that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video. You guys remember I used to do my Dear Thick Chicks. I'm going to be giving you guys more consistent videos because y'all been hitting your girl up like, bitch, we understand that you got your little work situation going. We understand, bitch, but you need to give us more consistent videos. And y'all are absolutely right. My priorities are a little bit, well, I'm not going to say my priorities fucked up because a bitch do got to work. But I don't manage my time as good as I should. So I have created an actual schedule that I am going to stick to, okay? Y'all can get in my ass if I don't stick to it. So I'm letting y'all know that I'm going to stick to this, and I'm definitely going to stick to this, okay? You guys remember I used to do my Dear Thick Chicks, okay? I have several Dear Thick Chicks that I've done in the past. I'll link a couple of those down in the description box below. Anytime anyone wants any advice or anything, I want you guys to send me an email, okay? To DearThickChick@hotmail.com. That email address is always down in the description box. In the subject line of the email, please use the hashtag DearThickChick, okay? Dear Thick Chick as the subject line. That way it don't go to my spam folder or whatever. It'll go directly to my Dear Thick Chick folder, okay? Please leave the paragraphs between 1 and 2 paragraphs because I'm going to read it verbatim live on the show. So, you know, I don't really have, you know, the space to read 5 or 6 different paragraphs. You kind of understand what I'm saying? Any advice that you want, whether it be on relationships, I can't really, you know, y'all can ask me stuff about marriages. I can only tell you what I would do if I were in the situation. That's what my advice is based on. I'm not a relationship specialist. I'm not no damn doctor. I'm not no psychiatrist. I ain't none of that. I can only tell you what I would do if I were in that situation, okay? Now, I will say some of the emails that I get, okay, some of them I just reply back to you guys because it doesn't warrant me talking about it on video, because sometimes some people ask me very, very simple questions and I can just answer that back in an email. So I'm not going to include that in the video. So if you have any advice that you want, I don't care what it's on, leave it, send it to my email, DearThickChick@hotmail.com. The address will be down in the description box. Use the hashtag in the subject line, Dear Thick Chick. And yes, I will answer all of the questions and things like that, advice or whatever you need on a video. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys I have a new lineup for my videos. Bitch, I'm excited about this. Okay, I'm excited, and I'm going to stick to it. If it means the death of me, bitch. Okay, on Mondays we're gonna have random videos like this one right here, where we're gonna talk about a bunch of different subjects or whatever I find is, you know, worthy of talking about in a video. We're gonna do that on Monday. So Mondays is gonna be kind of a random video where we talk about a bunch of different news things and stuff like that. So that's on Mondays. On Tuesdays we're gonna have a live show every single Tuesday, Lord's will, unless it's, you know, Comcast is fucking up or I have some really, really important things that's going on every single Tuesday. So tomorrow we're going to have a live show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So every single Tuesday we're going to have a live show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is going to last for 1 hour and 1 hour only because I need to stick to a schedule so I can have time to do other things that I have going on in my life, like work, bitch, okay? Okay, Wednesday is when we're going to do the Dear Thick Chicks, okay? I'm going to answer a bunch of them in a video on Wednesday. So Wednesdays are going to be the Dear Thick Chicks, okay? Thursday is when I'm going to review The Walking Dead and Empire. And bitch, I know I kind of low-key fucked up in the last video, but I'm going to tell y'all something, okay? Bitch, that was a random impromptu situation, but I'm going to do it a little bit better. I'm actually going to have my notes and things like that written down. I do like to review The Walking Dead and Empire. When it comes to Love and Hip Hop and things like that, I don't. But Walking Dead and Empire, I can review. And bitch, this Sunday's episode was Bitch, we ain't gonna even talk about that right now. Okay. So that's on Thursdays, The Walking Dead and Empire reviews. On Friday, we're gonna have tea time where we're talking about the, different blog talk and things like that. So that is what we're gonna do on Friday. So again, on Mondays, like today, we're gonna have random videos where I talk about a bunch of different things that are just going on in the news. Tuesdays, it's gonna be live shows. It's gonna start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday is gonna be the Dear Thick Chicks. Thursday, Walking Dead and Empire review. Friday, we're going to have our tea time and our blog talk. I hope that you guys are excited about that. That way you know when to come and look for the video. I'm going to try to have the videos uploaded no later than 3 p.m. on each one of those days, Lord willing, okay? So look for a video from ThickChickVlogs at 3 p.m. on each one of those days, okay? So that's a Monday through Friday lineup. Hope y'all excited. I'm excited. Lord, help me, Jesus. Help me. Help me, please. Okay, help me, please, because I'm going to need a little bit of help on that, girl, because I'm... Okay, let's go ahead and get into our blog talk, girl. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Blac Chyna, bitch. Tell me why, okay? I need somebody to tell me why Blac Chyna has decided to go and get Future's motherfucking name tattooed on her goddamn... What they call this little side of your arm right here, girl? Tell me why Blac Chyna went and got Future's name tattooed on her. How long have they fucking been dating? 7 days. 7 days. 7 whole days. I'm just 7 whole nights. Bitch, how long have you been dating this motherfucker and you done went and got his goddamn name tattooed on your hand? I don't know if she did this shit to be petty because she posted the picture of Future's name tatted on her hand on Sierra's birthday. Bitch, please don't tell me you did that shit to try to make Sierra jealous or some shit like that, because you the one who losing at this particular point in time, boo. You are, okay, I'm not going to say Future is a horrible, horrible person. I'm not saying that. But, bitch, I hope that you didn't do that shit to be petty, trying to, make Sierra feel some type of way, because, bitch, Sierra is winning right now. Do you know? Not saying it's all about the money. Saying it's not all about the money, okay? But let's just say, motherfucker, she upgraded when she got with Russell Wilson, okay? Do you know how much money that motherfucker is worth, bitch? Do you know how... Anyway, we're going to move on to the profession. But let me tell y'all something about, ladies, do not go and get these niggas' names tattooed on your body. I don't give a fuck where it is. If it's on your titty, if it's on your neck. Look, this is just me though, okay? I can only speak for ThickChickVlogs. I don't give a damn how much I love you. This is this is just my opinion, okay? Ain't nothing that I'm saying law. It's just a true expression of a life lesson I was sent here to share with y'all. So get in where you fit in, go on the time, clear your mind, now's the time. I'm sorry, but for real, I can only tell you about ThickChickVlogs. I am not, never will I go and get a nigga name tattooed on me, unless it's my dad, something like that, or, something like that, or you doing something and remember him or somebody. But as far as just going to get a nigga name tattooed on me, I understand some people go and get married and they decide to get their husband's name tattooed on them, and that's, hey, to each his or her own. I can only speak for ThickChickVlogs, though. I know 2 people right now in my personal life who have dudes' names tattooed on them, and guess what? Okay, it's almost like they got this nigga name tattooed on them, and goddamn 2-3 months later they done broke up. Now you sitting there got this big gigantic ass tattoo on your body, okay, of this nigga. Now you gotta look at this nigga name every time you decide that you want to get in the goddamn shower, look in the mirror. You gotta see this nigga name every single day tattooed on your body. The devil is all kinds of liars. So how many baby mama do Future got, bitch? 25 baby mamas, and he ain't with neither now one of them. So tell me why you went and got this nigga name tattooed on. Did you do that for, to try to make this girl feel some type of, because if anybody looking like a fool right now, it's you, Blac Chyna. So I'm gonna do one of Charlamagne numbers. You are the fucking donkey of the day. E-on. Let's move on swiftly and professionally, okay? The next person we're gonna talk about is this bitch down there in Oklahoma. Y'all, I talked about this in one of my previous videos about drunk drivers. I have absolutely no respect for people who drive drunk. My daddy lost his leg to a drunk driver. I explained that to you guys on a video as well. This lady, okay, decided that she wanted to drink some fucking alcohol, get in her car, and drive, okay? When you got all of these other options that you could have taken when you decided you want to get fucking drunk. You got Uber, you got motherfucking taxi cab, you got all, but bitch, you can sit there and ask me if you drunk. Ma'am, I've been drinking, I need a ride. Bitch, I'll take a chance to take your ass home rather than, or call the goddamn cops for somebody to take your ass home rather than me letting you get in a car and ruining somebody else's fucking life. You want to ruin your life, that's your business, okay? But when you get in a car and you're driving drunk, you're not only, putting your life in danger, you're putting other people's lives in danger as well. And that shit is disgusting to me. Okay, and like I said, I just talked about this. So there was a lady who crashed, y'all. Okay, let me read this to y'all. Y'all gonna be flabbergasted in case you haven't heard about this. Okay, it says, a 2-year-old boy has become the fourth person to die after a car plowed into a crowd watching the Oklahoma State University homecoming parade on yesterday. Now, this lady injured 50 people. She injured 50 people, and there's 4 people that passed away, including a 2-year-old boy. It said the toddler's name, locally as Nash Lucas, passed away this evening at Oklahoma University Medical Center from his injuries, hospital officials said. Meanwhile, the motorist, her name is Adacia Chambers. She's a bitch. Let me tell you this. She's only 20. This lady is 25 years old. 25 years old, driving drunk that injured 50 people, killed 4 people at a homecoming parade. 25 years. Life ain't even really started. You're 25 years old and your life gone, and you done took 4 other people's lives, and you didn't all these other people, spectators, and these 50 people that you injured. These people are gonna have fucking nightmares probably for the rest of their damn life. Okay, 25 years old, has been arrested and charged with driving under the influence after she drove into a crowd in Stillwater, Oklahoma around 10:30 a.m. Now, initially, they charged her with driving under the influence when it first happened, which I don't give a fuck. They should have automatically charged her stupid ass with murder and attempted murder, okay? If you drunk. They should automatically charge your ass with murder and attempt. It's not like this was just a freak accident where her foot or something got stuck. She was a, responsible driver who was driving and she just had a legitimate accident. No, this bitch was drunk and injured all these people. So they initially charged her with driving under the influence, but this report came out on the 24th. Today is the 26th, and they have since charged her with murder. So, yeah, she has been charged with murder of the deaths of these people. And y'all, if y'all can go to the dailymail.com and y'all can look at some of these photos. It is very, very disturbing, okay? It says, there she goes right there. Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch. Driver Adacia Chambers, 25, is being held in police custody, accused of driving under the influence following the fatal collision at 10:30 a.m. yesterday. Y'all need to see her, okay? I'm not trying to talk about her looks or anything like that, but it's just the mere thought or the mere, it's disgusting to me. It said, according to witnesses, her Hyundai Elantra was driving up to 50 miles per hour before running into a parked police motorcycle and then hitting spectators, throwing them some 30 feet into the air like rag dolls. Captain Kyle Gibbs told reporters that the critically injured spectators had been flown from the scene by air ambulance. According to Facebook posts, her mother, Tasha Thompson, which is the girl who killed these people, her mother, she suffered 5 broken ribs and a bruised lung. Hold on. No, bitch, no. Among those airlifted to the hospital was Madison Atwell, 7, who was planning to attend her first Cowboys game when she got caught up in the accident. According to her mother's Facebook post, she suffered 5 broken ribs and a bruised lung. Okay, that was the little girl. I skipped the line there. So it was a little girl who was 7 years old who was flown away from the scene, and the little girl has 5 broken ribs and a bruised lung. I mean, this is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. And somebody made the statement, instead of putting this chick in a jail cell to rot away for the rest of her fucking life, which she needs to do, instead of putting her in a jail cell, they should order her to clean up accident scenes and give bad news, report, tell families that their loved ones has died in a car crash and things like that. And the thing is, that bitch still need to go to jail, but I still think that she should be ordered to clean up accident scenes. See what the fuck kind of, see what kind of turmoil that you have caused in people's lives. See, I mean, that stuff has to be horrific to even go through, cleaning up accident scenes and things like that. Then again, you got some people who are really, some people, well, they're people too. Everybody made a mistake. I understand everybody made a mistake, but let me tell you something. When you make a mistake like that, driving under the influence, which is something that is absolutely avoidable, by the way, it is absolutely 100% avoidable. You don't have to drive under the influence. There are several other, my uncle used to get drunk all the motherfucking time, but one thing he didn't do is get drunk and get behind the goddamn wheel. Now, he'll get drunk and walk down the street. He'll do that. I would rather you get your ass drunk and walk down the street than get drunk and get in the goddamn car and go and kill somebody. You can't kill nobody walking your ass down the street on the sidewalk, okay? You can't kill nobody. That now you could probably get hit by a car, but you won't run the risk of killing other people. So I feel like the bitch, she still need to go to jail, but I feel like she should be ordered to clean up accident scenes as well. Damn, my I didn't realize my damn pumpkin thing had failed. But anyway, bitch. But yeah, fuck this hoe. I hope she riding her damn jail cell. Like I said, I have no remorse for people who drive under the influence and then kill other people. Cause like I said, all these people are dead, and guess what? She's sitting there looking stupid in a mugshot. I don't feel sorry for her. I understand that some people might not like what the fuck I just said. Well, she's a human being. Yeah, she is a human being, and she's gonna you know have to live out the rest of her days thinking about the type of hurt and turmoil that she has put these families through. That's it, and that's all. Okay, it's just really, really sad and disgusting. I mean, I just can't. I mean, if y'all can see these pictures, I mean, she literally. I mean, I can't even imagine being there and seeing this type of stuff unfold. It's just horrible. So prayers to all of those involved in that accident situation, and just prayers, because that has to be a horrible situation. You're going to enjoy your day, minding your business, and somebody decides that they want to get fucked up 10 o'clock in the morning. You drunk as a cooter brown, and you come plowing through. We at a parade enjoying ourselves. Children, spectators, all kind of different people at this parade enjoying ourselves, and you come bring your drunk ass through here and kill us. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. No remorse. Sorry. Moving on. Prayers to the families. Okay. I also want, since we're on, we're saying prayers for families and things, I want everybody to pray for those in Louisiana and Texas, because we all know the Hurricane Patricia, I don't even know exactly what happened in Mexico. I don't know the aftermath or anything like that. I do know that, it's a lot of houses that were, of course, torn down. Well, not torn down, but houses that were destroyed during Hurricane Patricia. I don't know about any fatalities or anything like that. I did not research that part of it, but I do know, since this hurricane happened, that people in Texas and Louisiana are experiencing a lot of heavy rain and floods and things like that. I heard that people in Texas, or is it Louisiana, I think it was one or the other, they're supposed to get like a foot of rain. That's a lot of rain, girl. Especially when you're in those, states that have, a lot of water and things like that. So, it says torrential rains pounded southeastern Texas on Sunday as the remains of Hurricane Patricia. Why did it just pop up on my screen? Sorry. As the remnants of Hurricane Patricia pounded down a second storm system. But the area that is home to more than 6 million people in the center of the U.S. refinery industry sustained little damage. More than 9 inches of rain swelled rivers and flood areas in parts of Houston area, but no injuries or deaths were reported as of Sunday morning, as flash flood warnings ended in storms targeted southwest Louisiana. It says expect rain all day, but the storms have largely passed, which is a great thing. It says 40% of the U.S. capacity appears to have survived the storm unscathed, which is great. I'm so happy to hear that. 24 people died in Texas in 1 week period in May after record rainfall sparked flooding that ripped homes from foundations and swept over vehicles. That is a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. Oh my God. Can you imagine something like that? Just you're in your house and it's raining really, really bad, and a levee or something breaks, or anything, or a river overflows or something like that, and it just takes your house completely off of the foundation. I mean, that's just a horrible, horrible thing. So say prayers for people down in Texas and Louisiana as they get over this hump right here, dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Patricia. So prayers to you guys down there in Texas and Louisiana if you're in the path of this, this torrential rainfall. Okay. Now we're going to talk about, let's see, Lamar Odom. Okay. I don't know if I talked about this in previous videos, but if we don't know, Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian have agreed to work on their marriage. They called off the divorce. and all that good stuff. And Khloe has since, I don't know if she made a statement or exactly what happened, but I do know that it was reported by TMZ. And I guess TMZ, they know folks, you know, up, down, round, around, side to side, flip it, all this type. They know folks everywhere. So they made they had a blog post about, you know, Khloe Kardashian basically saying that, you know, telling Lamar, if you touch drugs again, it's over. I'm gone and I ain't never coming fucking back. And I hope and pray that for Lamar's sake, after going through, I mean, bitch, you was knocking on your foot. Well, you had one foot in the grave and another one on a banana peel, motherfucker. You had one more breath to take probably. Your motherfucking ass would have been dead. And the thing that if you go back to drugs after dealing with a situation like that, damn. Okay, and then you got, you know, a lot of his fans and things like that who are offering kidneys and shit like that. I mean, yeah, because you know his kidneys are failing, and they're saying it's a possibility that he may need a kidney transplant. And you got people out there that are offering him kidneys. Now you got some of the motherfuckers who are to offer him kidneys. Motherfucker, I give you one of my kidneys for $125,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, good. Thank God he's out of the situation. But I do hope that he uses this as a learning experience and he turns his life around for the better. You know, he could damn mentor, you know, recovering drug addicts. And girl, it's a whole lot of things that he can do being a recovering drug addict. Hell, he could probably go, can you go back to the NBA when you're a recovering drug addict? Probably so, girl. But it says down there at the hospital where Lamar Odom was, there were a couple of hospital workers who decided that they wanted to try to get pictures with Lamar Odom and probably sell them to the tabloids or probably show them around to their family members. I don't fucking know, but guess what, bitch? They got caught and they got fired. Let me read you a little bit of that. It said Lamar Odom was betrayed by several staffers at Sunrise Hospital in Vegas, and we've learned they've been summarily, I don't know what the fuck that means, summarily fired. We're told the workers were all trying to sneak a photo of Lamar as he fought for his life inside the hospital. Our sources say some of them tried to access his medical records, which is fucked up, in violation of HIPAA rules. You all know that I don't give a fuck who you are. You cannot release a person's medical records without their approval. You absolutely cannot. That is a violation of HIPAA rules, and your motherfucking ass can face prosecution for that. That is against the law. Oh, it says it's not the first time this has happened. Kim Kardashian and Britney Spears had their privacy rights violated during hospital stays, and the facilities fired the workers who hatched the plans. So anytime you have these celebrities and things like that who are in a hospital situation, you have to be extra cautious when it comes to, you know, family members and things that they have to make extra sure that these people are, you know, respecting the privacy of their loved one. I understand, you know, you got folks out there like, you know, Tupac, you got Michael Jackson, Whitney, all these other people who were in these situations to where you got folks who want a photo because they feel like, oh, number one, they feel like, oh, I'm gonna take this picture with this person and show my mama that Whitney Houston was in the hospital and I was the one to care for her and I'm gonna show it to my mama. Then you got some of them out there who want to take these photos of these folks and sell them to the tabloids, TMZ, goddamn the National Enquirer and all these other people and make money off of it. So you really have to be careful, especially if you're a celebrity in these situations, going into these hospitals, to make sure that your privacy is not being violated. I'm glad these folks got caught though. It says a rep for the Sunrise tells us, we take all patient privacy very seriously and follow all HIPAA policies and compliance with federal regulations. As we previously reported, Lamar's now at Cedars-Sinai in LA, where he's under 24/7 security. So he's at it's like a rehabilitation facility in Los Angeles, and he has 24-hour security that's surrounding him, so people can't get to him, taking photos and all that type of stuff. So yeah. So since we're on Lamar Odom, let's talk about this goddamn brothel owner right quick. So Lamar Odom apparently used a credit card while he was at the brothel to pay for his hoes and the what the fuck is the shit? The Viagra and stuff that he was taking. He used the credit card, and apparently he owes the brothel owner $79,000. Okay, and let me tell you what this motherfucker said. Now, number one, they need to shut this whole motherfucking situation. Now, I understand that they not violating any rules or whatever, because apparently this shit is legal over there. But the owner of the brothel where Lamar Odom overdosed wants to settle the former NBA star's nearly $80,000 tab, and he's willing to go after Odom's wife, Khloe Kardashian, to do it. Okay. Dennis Hoff, that's the owner's name, of the Love Ranch in Pahrump, Nevada says that Odom racked up a bill of $79,000. And since Kardashian is still legally married to him, she is obligated to pay if the credit card Odom used is declined, okay? So apparently Lamar Odom used a credit card. You know, they're black card, motherfucker. They don't play. Apparently he used a credit card for the $79,000 bill. And if it don't get paid, the brothel owner said, I will go after Khloe Kardashian, because he said he knows she got the money. He said, if I don't get paid for the entire bill, I'll sue Khloe. I know she has the money, okay? Which is a fucked up ass situation. This is the same motherfucker. I need to find this dude picture. Is this something right here? Look at his old rank-a-dang looking ass. Ugh. Okay. This is the same man who was talking about selling apparently there's some type of video footage or whatever, maybe surveillance footage or whatever. He wanted to sell this footage to the news report, of course, the tabloids and things like that, but ain't no telling how much money he wanted to sell. I heard millions of dollars. Wanted to sell it to these people, you know, to show folks the type of, not the actual sex acts, but I guess Lamar Odom walking around in the brothel, whatever the fuck they do up in there. He wanted to, you know, sell that to the tabloids for a couple of $1 million. This dude is, I'm just annoyed. Number one, you would be a damn fool after all of this shit that popped off. You would be a damn fool to carry your funky ass down into this brothel that Lamar Odom was calling. Because number one, his fucking hookers are questionable. And when I seen these hoes, and I'm not one to talk about nobody's looks in no shape, form, and or fashion. I'm not that person to talk about anybody's looks. But when I saw these hoes that Lamar Odom paid these $75,000 for, I was thinking to myself, nigga, you could have went down to the corner and got them same hoes for $25 a piece. But, you know, I was listening to the Ricky Smiley morning show, and Ricky Smiley made a very, very valid point. Lamar Odom didn't pay $75,000 for them hoes. What he paid $75,000 for was the discreetness for them not to run and tell. I guess he feel like if he would have went and just got a random hooker, or if he'd have went and got you know, a groupie or something like that, them hoes probably would have been, you know, trying to tell or whatever. But when you at this brothel, I guess you probably signed some type of confidentiality thing to where you can't leak no information. But of course, since he was found unconscious in this brothel, motherfucker, what I'm supposed to do? I gotta tell these goddamn folks what the hell popped off in here before they think, you know, we the ones who gave your ass these drugs and the reason why you land here unconscious. You know what I'm saying? So that's why all of the information got out about this situation. So, yeah, he is talking about suing Miss Khloe Kardashian. And, yeah, if the card declines for Lamar Odom, okay? It says, meanwhile, the site also reported that Kardashian decided to call off her divorce with Odom, like I said, after he vowed to never do drugs again, and thanked her for coming to his side after his booze, drug, and hooker binge. I am done with drugs, he told Kardashian over the weekend, according to TMZ. Okay, so, y'all. Okay, I'm not one to try to downplay a person's situation in no shape, form, and or fashion. Somebody brought this up, and I thought it was a very, very valid point. I'm thinking to myself, did they kind of sort of over-exaggerate his situation? I know, don't get me wrong, the Lord is the healer of all healers, okay? He can bring you out of a situation to where it looks, I'm talking about very, very grim, where you knocking on death door. Motherfucker, your hand is red there. Your hand is red on the wood. The only thing you got to do is move it two goddamn inches. You knocking on the door, okay? He can bring you out of some very, very grim situation. But for this motherfucker to be in this situation and then literally, what was it, a day later for him to be up and walking and shit? But like I said, the Lord is a healer. But a lot of people, bitch, have you seen these memes on Facebook? A lot of people were saying when you fake death to get your bitch back or some of the shit, and they were saying how, you know, this Lamar Odom is the only dude to, you know, get his wife back by overdosing and fucking some hookers or some shit like that. But I'm not gonna lie, some of the shit was funny as fuck. The shit was funny as fuck to me. I'm gonna tell you the 100% unadulterated truth. The shit was funny as fuck to ThickChickVlogs, okay? And I did fucking laugh. But prayers to Lamar Odom. I hope and pray that it works out for him and Khloe. But bitch, let me tell you something. I've never watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but guess what? I'm gonna be tuning into that shit next season. And we already know this is an excellent storyline. Let me tell y'all that right now. Excellent storyline. Not saying that Khloe did this because she knows it's going to be great for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But what I will say is, bitch, we all know that a lot of people who have never watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians are going to want to see it now because they want to see, because we already know that when Khloe got the call that all this stuff was happening to Lamar Odom, they were filming an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so, and the camera crew went with them to Nevada, Las Vegas, you know, down into this hospital and everything like that, and they recorded the whole thing. Of course, they didn't probably want recording in the hospital, but they recorded the whole thing to, you know, up to the point. And you know people are going to want to see this, and you never know, they might get back Khloe and Lamar and Khloe, the reality show, bitch. It's gonna be, they finna bank all of this shit. Prayers to them, and I hope that their marriage works out. Don't get me wrong, but this is an excellent opportunity for them girls to make some fucking money, because they know people are gonna want to see that shit, bitch. Just a minute. I know you probably a person who has never seen an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but I know you're gonna want to watch one because you're gonna want to see what the fuck is going on with the whole of the situation. Are you or are you not? Leave that down in the comment section below. Okay, leave it down in the comment section below. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about very briefly, okay, very briefly is Russell Simmons, okay, and his Rushcard. Girl, apparently, these folks, I don't know right now if they're still not able to get their money, but apparently these folks who got the Rushcard are not able to get their money off their goddamn card. I don't know if I talked about this before. I don't think I did. But if I did, bitch, I'm finna talk about it again. Because these folks have not been able to get their money, and now they have launched an investigation of the whole Rushcard situation. And you know, a lot of people are like, why would anybody get a Rushcard anyway? But there are a lot of people out there who aren't able to get bank accounts. A lot of people have, you know, situations that's going on in their life where they can't get bank accounts, or you have a lot of people who owe previous banks where they didn't overdraft money or whatever, and they're not able to get bank accounts, and they want to put their money somewhere where they can use a card and not have to carry around so much cash. So that's why a lot of people get, you know, things like the Rushcard. But these people have not been able to get their money for like 9, 10, 11, 12 days, girl. Can you imagine not being able to go to your bank and withdraw money when you need it? I mean, you can't get no money for no, money out of your account for no food. You can't, if you know your light bill due and you got to pay that shit for tomorrow, you can't get that. I mean, that is a horrible situation to be in. And most people, ain't nobody trying to go and be swiping no goddamn credit cards. I got a credit card, but at the same time, though, that shit is for emergencies only. Ain't no way in the hell I would just go and be swiping my goddamn credit card just all willy-nilly and shit. Especially not when I got money, and I know I got money only because your system is fucked up some kind of way, some kind of glitch that you claim, and these people's balance are showing $0. Can you imagine that shit? You know for a fact that you got $4,000 in the bank. You got 4 G's in the bank right now. And you go and check that shit and that shit say $0. Bitch, I would die. Okay, I would absolutely die if I go and check my account and my shit says $0. I don't give a damn if they claim it's a glitch and it's gonna come back. I mean, mistakes do happen, but bitch, it's been 10 days and we ain't seen no money. And then all these people, and there's no solution. And I understand, you know, Russell Simmons got money, but he can't just get all his goddamn money and put it on these people. Cause I understand it. But motherfucker, what is what's the solution here? You need to get somebody who know what to do to get my shit back up and running, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to know what y'all would do if you check your goddamn bank account and your goddamn account say $0, and you know that you got $4,000 in there, and then you check it the next day, it still says 0. The next day it still says 0. The next day it still says 0. Bitch, that's when panic starts to set in. This one girl said that her car note was due. They was talking about repossessing her car. She had to get a payday loan. She didn't have no food in her refrigerator. She was about to go out of town. She didn't have no money to, you know, when you go out of town, you know you need a little bit of money, but she didn't have shit. And basically they just saying, motherfucker, you just gonna have to wait until we working on it. Y'all just gonna have to wait until we do. And apparently these folks been sending Russell Simmons tweets and shit on Facebook. I'm sorry, on Twitter. Like, motherfucker, where my money? Bitch, where the fuck is my money? So Uncle Rush came back saying, coming back to you on how to communicate with you. You do not use social media or call center to communicate. We will set up separate. Sorry about that. So Uncle Rush said they will set up separate lines of communication. We don't want to or will be able to respond to these issues through call center or social media. We are setting up now, which I understand, you know, if you got an issue going on, of course, we know the issue. We can't respond to everybody on Twitter. You know, number one, you got limited characters that you can use. So, you know, folks don't want to talk to you through Twitter and Instagram and shit like that. I mean, that's not the proper way to do business. He said, and of course, like I said, they're investigating this whole little situation because they feel like it's some shady shit that's going on with the Rushcard. But Russell Simmons said, honestly, he's excited to see investigations beginning. They will expose our operation as squeaky clean. Most operational issues are resolved. I'm putting together a process to help those that have been damaged by this tragedy. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you what ThickChickVlogs thinks, okay, as far as the whole Rushcard situation is concerned. I feel like Uncle Rush is doomed. The whole Rushcard situation is doomed at this particular point in time. I don't feel like they're going to be successful anymore. I mean, I know I would feel some type of way about putting my money into a system that has had this type of issue. Banks, of course, they go through a situation where they'll put a hold on your money for 24 hours or something like that. This been 10 days. Damn, this is goddamn almost half a month that I ain't been able to access my fucking money. I want to know what they going to do about these people money being withheld as far as being reasonably compensated. You need to give these folks some type of compensation. Uncle Rush, I don't know what type of, but you need to give these folks some type of compensation. They haven't been able to access their money in 9 to 10 days or possibly longer than that. And people are losing, folks who got to pay their damn light bill, they got to pay late fees and all this. What are folks supposed to do in situations like this? I want to know, what do you feel like people are supposed to do in situations like this, Uncle Russ? Okay, this is what one person said. I'm going to read what one of the comments said. It says, well, I hope that the people who had their funds withheld for weeks will be reasonably compensated. I'm sure that there were people who needed to pay bills, and I said this, and fell behind because they couldn't access their money. It's only right to pay for their damages caused by their glitch. Exactly. I'm 100% behind that comment right there. I feel like, people who needed to pay bills, because I know me personally, a lot of times I'll sit there and write down my shit in a book, and I'll pay. Sometimes I try to pay my bills early if I can, but most time I sit there and pay them on the exact day, because I do most of my bill paying online, and I'll just pay the bill on a day or a day before or whatever. And if I experience a situation where I'm trying to get into my account to pay a bill and I can't access it, motherfucker, that's not a fault of mine. That's a fault of yours. So you need to compensate me for this glitch, not a 1-day glitch, but bitch, a 10-day glitch. What type of compensation are you going to give these people for not being able to access their funds for this amount of time? It's almost unacceptable to not be able to access your money in this length of time. What about people who had to go to work, who have money on these cards, who want to use money for gas and shit like that? This is horrible. This is a horrible, horrible situation. So y'all let me know what y'all think about the Rushcard situation down in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you think about the other subjects that I've talked about. Also, do not forget, if you have any advice that you want me to give you for the Dear Thick Chicks, please email me at DearThickChick@hotmail.com with the hashtag DearThickChick as the subject line. That way it goes straight to my folder, my Dear Thick Chick folder, and not to the spam folder. And please keep your paragraphs to, a paragraph or two, no more than 2 paragraphs, but try to keep it within 1 paragraph. That way I can read it on as I'm doing the video, whatever, so it doesn't make the video too long. Also, please keep in mind, if you ask me something that I don't feel like warrants being in the video, or if it's something that I can answer and I feel like I don't need any help from other people answering, please, I will probably just email you back on that. But otherwise, I will definitely put your questions and things like that in a video, and I will combine it all together, and we will have one big long Dear Thick Chick. So that will be on Wednesdays. I think I said, whatever, go back to the beginning of the video. I have my whole little lineup set up. So I'm excited about that. I hope that you guys are set up about it. You guys are excited about it as well. Give this video a thumbs up. Please go over and add me on Facebook so you come get your whip, so you can nay and do the stanky leg. How about that broken leg? If y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about that bitch, go and add me on Facebook. It is the very, very first video that is on my Facebook account. If you want a good laugh this morning, what I need you to do is go over to my Facebook, come get your whip, so you can nay and do the broken leg and do the stanky leg. If you want to laugh right now, go and add me on Facebook. That link will also be down in the description box below. Do not forget, email me at DearThickChick@hotmail.com with your questions, and I will definitely answer them on air. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.